Okay, I get it. Passwords are a pain. If you make a password too simple, you get hacked. If you make all your passwords the same, not only might you get hacked, but all your accounts might get hacked. If you make your password too complicated, guess what? You can't remember it. You forget where you wrote it down. You lost your notebook. Of course, you should be using a password manager. Besides that, though, companies are now making ways for you to be able to log into accounts where you don't have to put the password in every time. Now, it doesn't eliminate the password. You still have to have the password to set it up, but you don't have to keep putting the password in. In this video, we're going to look at the Microsoft Authenticator app. I'm going to show you how to install it and use it. By the way, if you happen to learn something new in this video, will you do me a favor and hit the like button? And while you're at it, why not hit the subscribe and the notification bell? All right, let's get started on the Microsoft Authenticator app. The first thing we're going to do is go to our App Store. In this case, I'm putting this in on an iPad, so I'll be going to the Apple App Store. But if you're using an Android device, you will simply go to the Google Play Store. Once I'm there, what I'm going to do is search for Microsoft Authenticator. Once the search finds it, I'm simply going to download it, and then I'm going to install it. In this case on my iPad, it could also be on a phone. Once it's downloaded and installed, I click Open. The first thing I have to do is agree to a privacy statement. And that's simply Microsoft telling you about that your privacy matters. Once I agree to that, we move on to the next screen. Here we want to sign in with our Microsoft account. If you don't have one, you can always get a Microsoft account. They're free. Once we sign in, Authenticator will ask if it can send us notifications. And of course, I'm going to allow that. Now we're ready to add our first account. So we simply click where it says Add Account. Now it asks me, do I have a backup? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to say Continue because I actually have the Authenticator on other devices. So we're not going to worry. I'm going to say there. And now I'm going to add a Microsoft account. There are actually three options: a personal account, a work or school account, and then you can add an account that's not Microsoft, other, like Google, Facebook, etc. In this case, I'm going to add a personal account, and I can scan a QR code if I have one, or I can sign in with Microsoft. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign in with the Microsoft account that I want to add to the Authenticator. And of course, I'm going to enter the password. And it will want to send a code to an alternate email address that I would have put in my account, or I could also add a phone number. In this case, I had it sent to my alternate email, and the code came. I put the code in, and now my Microsoft account is in my Authenticator. Now here's what happens. Let's suppose I go to a website and I want to log in. In this case, I'm in Microsoft, and I want to log into the account. I put my email address just like I normally would. Then what happens, instead of asking me for my password, it'll send a code to the Authenticator. Now I can go on my iPad where I just put the Authenticator app, and you can see that it says there's a new request. Numbers come up. I choose the number that matched what it told me on the computer. In my case, I did my Touch ID. But depending on your device, you might use Face ID, you might have to type in your passcode, whatever the case might be. I am now approved, and on my computer, if I go back, you'll see that I'm logging into my Microsoft account. In this case, email. So I did that all without actually putting in a password. I simply used the Authenticator. That's it for this video on the Microsoft Authenticator app. If you learned something, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you have questions, be sure to use the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. This is John Grubb from 4kcc.com. Have a great day.